There we go. Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to RSF1. Um, Tonight, guys, we're doing a social race around Germany. We're trying something a little bit different. We're going to have simulation damage on. So, no safety cars. My guest tonight, as you just heard in the background there, is the one and only RSF1 Alonso, Halking Tomo. All right, Tomo, how you doing, mate?
Evening, happy New Year to everybody who's watching. So
Yes,
simulation damage.
Simulation damage, mate. Yep. So, okay, let's have a little look.
Oh, hello. Who's? Is it? What? Shane's joined us already? For God's sake, you know what I mean? You can't get away with those messages like that, can you? So we've got a new season coming. It's slowly but surely turning up, and hopefully, once Shane pulls his finger out, and maybe we'll find out who's in what tier and all that sort of stuff. I know we've been heavily recruiting drivers, and I've been seeing loads of new drivers. I have to say, some of the names I saw on there were quite amusing. I had a silent little chuckle.
Yeah, there are some good ones there.
They are. I mean,
I'm pretty sure the tears will be imminent, mate. I know Shane's working really hard with his team on getting them sorted. So yeah, anytime soon. Then we can get ready for the driver draw and then get ready to start season 2, which will be absolutely fantastic. Good response to the signings as well, Tomo. I think well over 100 drivers have signed up for season 2.
It's because they want to race with the man. They want to race with Lonzo. That's what it is. You know what I mean? I've got a reputation to protect.
Is that what it is? Is that what you think?
Well, I don't care what anybody else says. That's what I think, and I'm sticking with it.
See, the other 250 said I'm not signing up because Alonso's in it.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. That's your. You know what I mean, I can't help the other 250. They're a bunch of sore losers.
Right, what they got in the lobby? Oh dear.
Nothing. It sounds really great. At the moment, I'm just going to have a quick look and see if anybody's actually joined us today.
They've got a full lobby.
They have indeed. I'm looking forward to it. So
4 viewers at the moment.
Well, could be worse. You know what I mean? Could be 5. So.
Here we go. Expect a lot of viewers at the moment. We're not in season. This is just a social. But the more the merrier. Let's wait and see.
It's just a social.
Nearly doubled already.
It's a gathering of friends of certain. Look at this. This is a great. We've got a Scottish guy named Zombie Head. The Scots are coming. More Scots here. I mean, but it's quite decent.
We'll see if they're coming. We'll get a better look at them on the way round the track. They're just going into the game now, into Q1. I'm sure they're doing a full race sim.
Yeah, full race sim with full qualifying as well, and it's going to be interesting. Germany's one of those tracks where, see, I don't mind Hoffenheim. I like Hoffenheim, but if I was to choose between the two, either this one or Nürburgring, I'd have. The old-fashioned. You remember the old Nürburgring? The old track, that one. I'd have that one. I'd literally have that one. It's so much more insane in this race. This one. But then saying that though, this has been a really good, a very good race. It's quite decent. You got to get the right setup, but especially now that you got Park Ferme on, could be interesting.
Yes. It could be very interesting this season. So
who we got on here tonight? We got full set.
I was just looking for the new ones to be.
Well, we got zombie heads. We got zombie heads. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
That's interesting. You've got Dave Rumbus here. Oh, yeah, okay. Got Rack-Yak.
Yeah.
Left, you got Cosmic Cameron. You got IVR 461.
Yeah.
IVR, haha. And you got that's about it, really. I mean, so
Yeah. Okay. So we've got some of the good old names in here as well. We know them quite well. Let's see what they do tonight with this simulation damage on board. I did do a race last night with simulation damage, and it's quite easy to get a puncture. Damage off of walls, as long as you didn't collect, I'm not on about hitting a wall full on. If you're just touching the wall, wasn't too severe. It wasn't like a lot of people said, oh, you only got to touch the wall when your wheel comes off. It's not like that at all. Clean racing is a must because everybody will get punctures or else, and debris on the road you can get punctures from.
That's going to be much more beneficial because that's more realistic. That's more realistic.
Yeah, should be quite interesting, mate.
Yeah, we got Falcons on board saying evening all. We've got no showers. Scotland, FT love you. God bless the Scots. And of course, I'll just throw in there saying evenings, my usual stuff. Any questions you got for us, guys? We'll try and answer them as much as we possibly can. Obviously, can't answer all of them. It looks like Saints are back out, so everybody can get cracking. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to next season. I might have to miss a couple of races though, I think, because I'm literally moving, as you know, Mr. Ribster.
I heard. I've already put the cameras in, mate. Don't worry.
Well,
keep an eye on what you're doing.
That's disgusting.
Right. So we're into Q1. Let's see who's coming out first. Is anyone coming out?
No, nobody's coming out yet.
Saints just rejoined. Good man.
Indeed. Interesting. We've got some old fellas here. We've got Full Send who won the F4 Championship last season. We've got RSF1 Junior, Shrimper. We've got Jace Lee. We've got Gary. We've got Brandil. We've got Dyslexic. We've got D Hill.
Full Send.
Loves that D.
Who I understand is dropping down to a reserve seat next season, if I'm right. So we've got McLaren just gone out first. I wonder if that's Sainz.
Let's have a look. I think that might be Sainz, or it might be it's Full Send. It's the old F4 division champion. Yes, it's the F4 division champion. I had the privilege of racing with last season. Very good driver. Didn't have an opportunity to get back with him.
Mr. T's racing already.
Is he? Oh, hello. It's qualifying, Mr. T. I mean, no more Pete in the fool.
Who is behind Mr. T? Is that Ratyak?
I believe so. So I'm just
I'm just trying to get a tag on who's what.
That's all right. So we've got at the moment on that laps, we've got J Locker lefted, Zombie Head. That's a great name. Ratyak, RSF1 Alvin, Cosmic Cameron. RSF1 Brundle, obviously Gary, Mr. T, Peter the Fool, VR 461, Full Send, Mr. Junior, Shrimper, and Jace Lee. So it looks like Full Send is about to start his lap in his lovely pink and black helmet. Showing off. Unbelievable. So here we go. He drives in the McLaren. Opens up DRS. Comes up to turn one. Very nice and tidy in this one. Got to get this turn absolutely spot on. Very easy to extend track limits on that first corner. You've got to get it spot on. Same with this corner as well, actually. For that, you can go really deep. Nicely turns to turn 3 there. Opens up the DRS. Really full throttle. Absolutely. You can get speeds of almost 203, 204 miles an hour all the way down a long straight. And this is the one that's going to catch a lot of drivers out. Now, it caught me out quite a number of times because you've got to get your timing absolutely spot on. Try to click the apex on the right-hand side as you turn the corner. Come through, this is a full throttle all the way through. Try and brake as late as you can and turn. Just let the car just drift right into the corner. And it's the same thing around this corner as well. This is the other one where you can actually lose a bit of time, go a bit too deep. And this is the other one as well. As you come further, Junior's retired. What's happening to Junior? Oh, Full Send's just lost it. Oh, Full Send's just lost it. Oh my goodness.
He's gone as well.
Wow. Oh dear. And that's him out. So we've just lost 2 drivers, and it's, well, there you go, straight away. So, interesting. Jace Lee, who is on he's yellow flag.
Oh, we've got another one gone as well. Oh no.
Who's that?
Yak has gone.
Oh
Black
dear.
Yak.
I'm watching Jace. Oh, on a minute, everybody's getting out of the way. Here comes Jace and Mr. T does a 112.4. Jace Lee, very nice and tidy. This is where Fulton lost it. He went too deep, lost the back end, and it just spun the car out and went flying into the wall. So it's not very good, but here comes
at the moment. So,
anyway,
we've lost 3 already.
Yeah, 3 drivers. And Jace Lee sits to 112.1. Wow. Fastest lap so far.
Well done, Jace Lee. Okay.
Yep.
Obviously, they haven't worked off their Christmas spirit
turkeys.
yet.
I think the turkeys, mate. You know what I mean?
I think it's spirit.
You know what I mean? I don't know about spirit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Unless they're still drunk. You know what I mean? Dave Roberts is 111.7. Right, here we go. So, Unity is just starting his lap.
Is he? Let's get on Unity then.
No, I think is he backing off? No, he isn't. He's still doing that front. And the Ferrari, F1, well, last season's F1 winner, won the championship by a landslide. Did very well for his team, getting a little bit of a toe from the Ferrari there.
I was just going to say they're teaming up here, aren't they, these two?
Yeah, they definitely are. Zombie head in Unity. It's the Unity Zombie. Oh, please let them be teammates. That'd be great. And very nice and tidy.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, so anyway, very nice and tidy. Beautifully turned into that corner down. And this is where a lot of people are losing it. Look at that. Lovely touch from the apex on the left. Straight to the right. It's 111.4 while we're watching this. In the Renault, here comes Unity. Lovely turn in there. Very nice and tidy. Beautifully done there by Unity as he comes around. Very nice and tidy into this little turn here. This is the one that could catch him out as well. Catches a lot of drivers out. She's got to get the apex just right. And he's gone way too much over. I don't know if he's actually dyslexic. As he, look at that, yeah, 111.5. So he's not as fast as dyslexic.
I thought he might have lost that lap there. I thought he might have got invalidated. He was a little bit wide, but okay. So Zombie is on his lap.
Now, Gary. Here comes Gary. Here's the other Ferrari. And look at Unity, giving him the tone. So here we go. Gary and Unity are working together. He's the other teammate in the very, very bright yellow helmet. It's sort of thing the sniper taking the shot at, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's Zombie head, mate, not Gary.
That's Gary. That's Gary for Zombie head. Zombie head's actually in the Alfa Romeo.
Oh,
Gary.
It is, yes. That's who I'm on. Right, sorry.
I should think so as well, you know what I mean? How dare you discourage
I'm looking for Gary. He's already set a lap, hasn't he?
No, he's just setting the lap now at the moment. Well, he does 112.3, but he just got a toe from his teammate. And I've just noticed as well, Redster,
it's raining,
starting
mate.
To rain. Just when we thought it couldn't get any more spicier.
I thought they might have done it on clear tonight, seeing as they're going with he's gone into the...
Yep.
Alright. So
right.
The only one we haven't got a lap from at the moment is RSF1 Saints.
Yeah, he's
and he is on his lap, so we'll have a look round with him.
Yep, yeah, he's just on our lap, just as it's starting to rain, so hopefully we can get around and do a quick lap, just as it's starting to drizzle, or drip.
I just wondered if he might have got caught out here.
No, it looks pretty right on that track. It's looking good, so it's all right. He's got one opportunity to get one lap in, and then pretty much set the tone. He needs to get around and set a lap. So, because at the moment, obviously, we are going to lose 2 drivers. At the moment, it's looking like Alban and Zombie Head and Cosmic are going to be fighting out J Locker, depending on what zones he can bring into the table. So here he goes. About to start his lap in the Renault, and off he goes. DRS wide open, so obviously Gary's retired from the race. He feels he's fast enough. Very nice and tidy into turn 1. And flying down all the way down. DRS wide open. Nice and tidy into turn 2. Straight around to turn 3 here, and then 4. All the way around. DRS wide open to turn 5. As he's using that Alfa Romeo to get a bit of a toe. He opens up that DRS again. Brundle's definitely retired from this. He's gone fastest. He's done a 112.1 on the Red Bull.
Oh. Goodness me.
What was that?
I thought that Alfa in front of him was going to not get out of the way then.
No, he was using it very nice and smartly there, Mr. It's the Saints. Very nice and tidy here, very nice and smooth. Nice to touch in the apex there, not going over, no overcooking. He's going 175 miles an hour as he comes flying in. This is the one that's going to catch him out. No, it's not. Very nice and tidy. So he comes as he comes flying around the corner. This is the one where when it starts raining, this part of the track gets wet first. This is the one that's going to catch you out more than anything. But nice and tidy around the apex. Beautifully turned into the last corner here. Opens up the DRS and does the 1:12.8. So not a bad time there. Not a bad time at all.
It's 12.
Yeah, not bad at all. So looks like we're losing at the moment, as it stands, Mr. Alban and Mr. Zombie Head.
Yeah, I don't know for sure. There are cars going out. I wouldn't have thought that they're coming in. They're coming in. I don't think they're going to go out again if it's raining. Because they're not better their times.
DRS hasn't been deactivated yet, so, but I wouldn't risk it. Yeah. Certainly won't risk it for a biscuit.
For a biscuit?
Yeah, maybe for a biscuit. Maybe for a brisket. So, yeah, people all retire. Yeah, it looks like they're all retiring, so Sainz is still staying out. So, interesting for Sainz. Oh, he's probably just doing it in lap now. Okay, alright.
Behave yourself. It's not my fault I've got a deep voice.
I wasn't saying anything, mate, you know what I mean? You just sound like you were sounding like mumbles from Dick Tracy there for a second. Hey, Rimso, what's going on then? Oh, right, okay, happy days. So, you miss me, ain't you, right? Yeah, you miss me, ain't you, Brett? I was saying, yeah.
Yeah, like a bloody hole in the head.
You love it. Anyway, so Jay Locker is actually out setting a lap, believe it or not, the Williams.
Is he really?
He is, yeah, and it's still looking dry on the track, but let's have a look to see how he gets on this corner here. No, it's okay, it's doing pretty well. It's still drizzle out there, but let's see how he gets on around this corner. Oh, that's pushing it, but did all right. Didn't lose it, so he's doing pretty well. Let's see if he can actually beat his time. Nice and tidy around these last two corners, hugging that apex as he comes flying in, and he's coming. There you go. Yeah. Wuss! Smell! Wuss! Oh dear. But no, it looks like Zombie Head's gone on an outlap. Zombie Head's actually gone out. That's interesting. So, hold on a minute. Zombie Head, he's got a yellow and green helmet on. It looks very similar, very suspiciously, like Mr. Senna's helmet. I don't know. I'm not so sure. But let's see how he gets on anyway. So obviously, because it's raining at the moment, it's not heavy rain, but we'll see how he gets on on the Head because he's about to set his lap. Let's see how he gets on. So at the moment, his fastest lap is 1:15.0. DRS still wide open. DRS still not deactivated yet. I think it's wet enough for the tracks as he comes flying around all the way open. Beautifully nice and done now. As he comes flying down, 190 miles an hour, turn 3. Nice and tidy in and out, not losing any time soon. Turn 4 and turn 5, and this is when he opens DRS. He's 8/10 slower in his first sector, so I think the track is not helping him at all. So that's not a very good idea from Mr. Zombie. But hey, you never know. Maybe you might have made a mistake and never too sure. But as he comes flying around,
using up all their tyres, mate, because it's a wet race.
Is it actually a wet race?
I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe.
Let's have a look. So you know what I mean. So here we go. So. Okay, what we've got here, so let's have a look. So we've got M&T Hawks at evening, Iraq for the win. Hey guys, get on racing, I have to get pitted instead, says Magic Marks. I don't think it's pitted, I think this is something else. Well, sim damage sucks. Haha, Junior, by the way, just I'm dead. Here comes the rain, and obviously I've got hell, let's see. And apparently, Gary has mentioned it is 45 minutes of rain into the race.
Okay.
Right, simulation damage, all for you, pal. Yeah.
Simulation in the rain. Let's grab Junior in quickly, shall we? While he was not partaking in any more of the qualies,
Oh,
and we'll have a
actually,
quick
I
chat
will
with
do.
him.
Yeah, I'll invite him in. But I just had a message from the man that loves the D. You know, I'm a big D Hill. Apparently, it's not going to rain in the race until pretty much almost the end.
Right.
So
Okay.
interesting. Well, let's get him into here. Let's invite him into the party. Have a little quick chat with Mr. Junior. He felt the full force
Get
of
on
that
the
simulation.
for
Yeah.
our streamers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, I assume he's going to say, yay! Got loads of extra points. So, anyway,
Right,
so we
dry
lost.
start then. Okay, Gary. Cheers for that, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate. So we lost Junior, Full Send, Rack-Yak, Zombie Head, and RSF1 Albon. We lost them 5 drivers already. 3 of them to crashes. 2 of them were not fast enough to set the pace, unfortunately. So. Never mind. It happens.
All right.
I have tried to invite Junior in, but he's not accepting my invite. And now look at that. It's a little bit wet. It's moist.
It's a little bit wet. That's all right. He's probably swearing at himself.
Yeah, he probably is. Yeah. Or he's doing the usual. Oh no!
Right, so.
Oh, we look like we got a force in there going out. Sorry, that's not a force in there. Racing point, sorry.
It is.
And
racing point, yeah.
And a horse. We got a horse and a racing point going out.
You mean a horse?
No, not a horse. A horse.
Not a horse?
No, it's not a horse. A horse is what you ride on, sir. You know what I mean? This is a horse.
I think Brundle would beg to differ with you there.
Yeah, well, I'm not listening to Liberace, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. So, anyway, let's give a new driver a little bit of airtime. Cosmic Cameron in the horse. We call it the horse. Yes, he's driving the horse.
Yes,
Mr. Cosmic
Let's have a
Cameron.
little look.
So, new driver, sporting a very colourful. How can we try it? It looks like a fruit pastel helmet. You know what I mean? So. Or it looks like Skittles. It's either that or Skittles have literally decided to do a new flavour of sweet. It's a bit of combination.
It looks like that toothpaste, Pro Dental Protect or whatever it is. They have colours
yeah,
like
Aquafresh.
Aquafresh.
So
anyway,
yeah.
we better let him concentrate. He might be listening to this.
Yeah, it's a Tutti Frutti toothpaste. Aquafresh, God bless him. Drive around in a horse. So this is thought we'll give him a little bit of vision time to see how good he is. Not come across this driver before, so obviously I think a lot of people have found him. But he's looking pretty nice.
Oh, there he goes. He's just lost it.
There you go.
He's parked it very nicely, though. Look at that.
Do you know what? Proud of you, son. I'm proud of you. You parked it perfectly.
That was very good. He parked it.
He did,
I've got a comment in the chat from Nosh House. The 2 Ferraris have made it farther than real life so far.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, of course they have. Yeah, they're working together as a team. Yes. Don't worry, I'm sure they're putting the party together.
Now we need to find out who is.
Right, so Lifted. Lifted is actually on the racing point. He was in front of Cosmic Cameron, I have to say. So,
right, here we go then.
So here we go. So it is a 56.4 second sector. Let's see how he gets on. Not pushing so hard. That's that back end almost spun out there.
Me.
Yeah, again, this is really. I'll tell you what. The simulation damage when you hit that wall. Jesus, do you hit that wall? So anyway, so here we go. Lifted as he comes flying around to set his lap and sets a benchmark of a 1:23.0.
Nice. Okay. Right, we've got something to go on now.
We have, and
it's funny, last night,
Go on.
simulated damage, and Porter hit the wall a couple of times around Australia. Just sort of lost the front part of his wing. That was all.
Yeah, but I think with Australia, because you there's a lot more. See here, there's a lot more like open it's a bit more open. You can actually just sort of push the throttle a bit too much, and especially around first sector. In the first sector in Australia, you have to brake really hard to go into the first and second corner, whereas this one, you're literally going full throttle. As Saints does a 124.0, Gary it's a 122.6. So that's not bad for Gary in the Ferrari. Speaking of Ferraris, where is Unity? Here he comes. And look at this, working together as a team. Gary had given him a bit of a tow. So obviously, as somebody mentioned that,
is that because it's broke down or?
No. Well, he's already set his lap, isn't he, Gary? So he did a 122.6 fast lap. And look at Unity. He's getting a lovely tow from Gary. There you go. Yeah, definitely working together, and he moves out of the way. Look at the steel up, mate.
Yeah, look at that.
Beautifully. Just there you go, mate. I'll move out of the way. Let you take it. You've got a nice little tow down, and he's going to get a nice another tow in front of him as well from another driver. Let's see how Unity gets on. Nicely turn to his apex and straighten the brakes. Got to be very nice and tidy around here because now
I was thinking, Tomo.
Huh?
We could have sent Tomo's tow truck out to get Cosmic.
Unfortunately, we're completely busy with people driving the water. For some bizarre reason, they see a puddle and they think they can drive through it, and it turns out to be a pond. Anyway, Mr. Pigeon does a 122.4 as we come flying around, and let's see what Unity can do when he had that tow.
Unity is going to,
and it is going to be a faster time. Woo! It's a 122.0. There you go.
22.0. On the Inters, not bad at all. Okay.
So, speaking of which, here's Mr. Brundle, who's already said
Brundle.
Brundle!
It's the points, but that is penalty points.
Captain penalty. God bless him.
It's a good job it's alienation.
Yeah, exactly. You're having a bit of a laugh. Anyway, he's already a 10th sprinter in his first sector, so let's see how he gets on the sector 2 as he comes flying through. This how he gets on, nice and sturdy as he turns down. And let's have a look at 6.2, and he is always lost a bit of time though, a little bit of time, and only a little bit, almost a 10th actually, perfectly honest. You know what I mean? So he's got to try and find that extra oomph, and he's trying so hard not to cut those corners, isn't he? God bless him.
Yeah.
I'd say, where would you be? What the hell was that? What was that?
He pulled out a bit. He didn't want it. Jace Lee, what's Jace Lee doing here? Jace Lee's on a lap now. He's just coming over the line.
It's a 126.6. Not very fast at all. Slower than the last time, actually. Whoa!
He's going again, so I wonder if he is. No, he's pulled out.
I think no, yeah, he's still going.
Shame. Saints is on a lap this time. I think we gave it up last time for Unity, I believe it was.
Well, actually, I'm watching Jace Lee. Jace is actually quicker in his first sector. He's almost 10th slower than his last time.
He's on 0 ERS.
No, he's not.
Jace Lee.
Talking about Jace Lee. I'm watching Jace Lee now.
Yeah.
He's all right. He's got half ERS left, mate.
Yeah, but he's on 0.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I'll have a look at your sectors anyway. But he was almost 10th quicker in his first sector. So we'll look at sector 2. He's backed off. There you go. He has backed off. Sorry, I apologise.
Looks like Saints is backed off again as well. I don't know what's going on. Unless they're not using it.
I don't know. Everybody's saying. Look, I'm even looking at D Hill. It's saying north.
All right.
So, and he's on an outlap.
Look at another new guy. Who is this? VR46.
The Alfa Romeo.
He's on his outlap. He's on an outlap at the moment, so we'll have a run round with him, see what it's like. We don't know this guy, so I've never seen him race before.
Well, while you watch him, I'm going to keep an eye on the D, because he's just about to start his lap in the Red Bull.
All right, mate.
And he's already trying to show off his skills, which he hasn't got any. I don't know what skills he's trying to show off.
Right, here we go. So, VR46 as he goes up the start-finish straight.
go.
Turn 1. Nicely at the turn 1. Is the RS still open? They must have shut it down now.
Yeah, they have, yeah. So, Mr. D's just set, he's over a tenth quicker in his first sector. Not bad for him. So, you know what I mean? Obviously trying to show off. Not why, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 46 coming down to turn 4, I believe it is. Let's see if he gets this right. Whacks down through the gears. Nicely round. Yeah. Quite straight, to be fair.
Yeah, he's doing pretty well actually. Let's have a look and see how Big D's doing. You know what I mean? And he's 3 tenths quicker at the moment. Mr. D. So he's found another 3 tenths. Ooh, he almost lost his back end again. He's showing off again. Stop drifting. Smell you out. You know what I mean? You ain't got the skill. Come around. And last 4 corners.
Pulled out of that.
Who has? D?
No, VR.
Oh, VR. Well, anyway, so let's have a look. And Big D does a 1:23.5. Doesn't improve.
Does not improve, no. Okay, so Jay Locker is on a lap.
Yeah, Jay Locker. Raced through a couple of times. He missed quite a number of races last season due to, I think it was, I don't know. It's a shame actually, because he's actually quite a good driver actually. It's a shame that he couldn't make most of the races. But the races he did make, he was pretty consistent, wasn't he?
Yes.
Thanks, Ericsson.
I did answer you. No, he has been watching his time, so. Jay Locker's alright, but I think you're right. He did miss a few races, I think. Just trying to place him a little bit more as well. He's quite fast. I think he's quite an aggressive driver, isn't he?
It can be. Obviously, sporting the full black. I mean, the sort of Grim Reaper helmet there.
Yeah.
Bless him. Yeah. Which is the yeah, you know what I mean? Like father.
He's down on his time. No, he's down on his time.
He was flying around that corner. I'll tell you what, he was giving it all he put in the bed. He was using the forced in. Hey. So come flying around.
He's going to go again, I reckon.
I think so. See how he gets on. No, he's going in straight in.
No, he's pitting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Tex is.
Yeah.
Is he going again or not?
Well, I think the Big D needs to pull something out of the hat because he's not showing off his skills.
He's in the drop zone, isn't he? So
he is.
Saints, Locker and Hill all fighting for the drop zone.
Yeah, with Brundle just on the cusp.
Brundle is on the cuffs, and he could end up going down if these guys can get it done. Saints is on an outlap.
There we go. Here comes Mr. D. Comes flying around this nice corner. Nice and tidy now. Not too bad. Very nice and tidy. Here we go. 6-2. Let's see if he improves. And no, he's almost 2 seconds slower. That's not
yeah.
good.
I wonder, but look at his ERS. He saved it already. I wonder if he's going to go again.
Oh, he's going to go again.
Again.
Yeah. He went once. He went again. Yeah. But here he goes.
He's going again.
Yeah,
right, here he goes. Go on,
again.
This one.
Right, here we go. So, come on, Big D. Let's see how good you really are, son. Come on, all the way through. Let's see how you get on. First corner, nice and so. Whoa!
Oh, dude. It's you, Tomo. Every time you take people round, you make them crash.
Oh, Big D.
Right, Saints is on a lap.
Oh, dear. This is insane. So anyway, right, so Saints were actually, he's holding the back. He's, don't worry, Saints, I know for a fact, you won't let me down. You'll show Big D how it's done properly, won't you? Go on, son. Show Big D how to go around the track without spinning it. Unbelievable. Such a bottler.
Round the track?
No, round the track, I said. Not round the crack. What are you
right. Sound like you said round the crack.
No, AJ's not here.
I'll have to listen to this back.
I said round the track. What's the matter with you? What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
Ooh, signs. Coming flying, running for sector 2. Let's have a look. He's a tenth quicker.
No.
Yeah, he's a tenth quicker. He's quicker. He's doing all right.
Plus it's slower, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, it was a plus. Sorry, I thought it was mine. Sorry, I'm not paying attention.
Right, Brundle is on a lap.
Is he? Right, here we go.
He's got to try,
here we go.
He's got to try and move
Come on,
himself
show
up
Mr.
here.
D how to do it. Oh,
Well, Dyslexic's just gone pole.
122. Here we go.
21-2.
Here comes Sainz. And there we go. Oh, almost. Almost in a big deep. He's okay. He goes flying around to the next corner. I'll tell you what. Oh, we've lost some interesting drivers tonight. I have to say, they've all been around turn 1 and turn Austin. In the first sector and round about the end of sector 2 as well, we've lost those drivers. So let's see how Sainz gets on anyway.
He's pulled out Brundle.
I'm just pulled out, have he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right, surprising.
He's mowing along at the moment.
Well, he's from Bayern, so you know we don't go away with that one.
Days Wombus is on a lap.
Well, Days Wombus has got nothing to worry about. He's going to get through. He shouldn't have any problems there. Let's see how Sainz gets through. Sector 2. So obviously, let's see if he's going to be quicker. And he is. Yeah, he's 2 tenths quicker. He's 2 tenths quicker this time.
Who's this? Who you on about?
Sainz. He needs to get out. So he's literally in 11th place. And he's looking to knock Brundle off of his pedestal. But it's not quick enough at the moment. So let's see how he gets on. Because he's almost 2 tenths quicker. He's really pushing the car.
Gone wide. He's going to
A little bit too wide. It's okay. Let's have a look. Let's see how he goes. And comes around and does a 3-3-3. He doesn't. Doesn't make it. Brundle.
Oh, there you go.
By the hairs of his chin gets through.
How'd you do it, Brundle? Oh, that's Q2. Not bad, Tomo. Lost.
Let's see how many drivers we lost.
Now?
We've lost 6 drivers
5?
crashes. We lost 6 drivers of crashes, and the other and apparently we've lost 2 drivers. Literally, because they're not fast enough. Very impressed. So.
All right, so there we are. We are losing Sainz, J Locker, the Big D, Mr. T. That's a peanut, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Cosmic Cameron 9.
More like a walnut, son.
Alright,
dear.
that's cool.
So, here we go. Drive sets up Mr. Kent. Apparently, this is Mr. Patronus. Don't give me that, you tarts. You know what I mean? Excuses.
I wish I could drive in the rain.
Well,
I know how you feel, mate. I know how you feel. Right, Q3 then, guys.
Yep. Q3. And
So, let's see.
A lot more moist out there.
So,
let's see how you get on.
a lot more moist.
Yeah, but I have to say though, only one team has got both drivers in there. And that happens to be a Ferrari. No, sorry, I said it back.
Shrimper and Days Rumbus.
Sorry, Toro Rosso and Ferrari. I apologise very for that.
Left in F1 is out the door first.
Yep, and the pink marigold. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's just. I want to know this answer this question, Mr. Rubster. If you had a choice of the car next season, what would you have? You pick one.
Do you know what, Tom? I don't really know.
I mean, you drove the Racing Point last season, didn't you?
Yeah, I quite like the Racing Point actually. I'd like to go in the Haas, I think.
You would?
Haas. The Alpha, maybe.
I can probably see you in the Alpha actually. That's not a bad fit. I think you do pretty well in the Alpha factory for that. So, or it depends which year you're in.
What about yourself?
either possibly the Renault, possibly Renault, or left a little bit too deep down.
Nearly.
Maybe I don't know. I'm not too sure if I have the Ferrari again because I had it last season.
See, I'm a McLaren fan at heart. I just don't know. I wouldn't mind the McLaren, but
I don't know. I wouldn't mind possibly the Red Bull if I was. Well, it would either be one of the three. It would either be Red Bull, Renault, or if anything, I'd probably have Mercedes. Actually, I'd rather go into Mercedes and give it a whirl. See what I can do with it. See if I can improve. Give me a better driver. Possibly win a championship. You don't know. Big dreams.
You never know. Let's right. Let's have a look. See what lefted. Is it lefted?
Yeah, lefted. Yeah,
lefted F1.
Yeah, lefted F1 as it comes through. Sorry, who's that in the background? Was that
Alexa? Yeah, she's
Alexa
again tonight.
Yeah. Shut up, Alexa. Who's asking you? Anyway, as it comes through, sector 2. This is coming up to the end of sector 2 here, and sets. This is for the. This is sort of like a bank lap here. Does a 1:55.6. That's not bad actually. Very good. That's pretty decent actually.
Verstappen, RSF1 Verstappen, Mr. Kentish Captain Hook. I want to hear the formidable RSF1 quote of frontline speed. So you could get on that later on, Tomo, when the race starts. You're good at doing that. It was yours originally.
It was mine originally, yes, it was, and I've had enough of people trying to take the mick out of it and take copies of it because they can't do it right. Oh, wait, no. Anyway,
right, there we go, a 22-1.
There you go. That's good. Oh, you almost lost it. Almost lost it. Right.
Okay.
Rundle. 28, and and then Tripper does 21.8. Jeez. They're in the Toro Rosso, so. Now, here we go. This is going to be interesting because the Ferraris are working together again. They are definitely working together because Gary is going to be the first to come through, so let's see where he sets. And then he's going to give his teammate a nice little toe down through to the next time. As here comes Gary and sets a 22.4. Not bad time for the Ferraris. Let's see what Unity can do.
Not bad.
Yeah, let's see what Unity can do because he's going to get a toe from his teammate. So I tell you what, these Ferraris are working really well with each other. Actually, I have to give them credit. They're just talking to each other, giving each other a nice little tone. Then at the last minute, they just move over and can let the driver go past. Here we go. This is how you do it properly, guys. Give your teammate a bit of a toe, and then just the last minute, move out the way. There you go, just like that. Perfect. Ballet, isn't it? Anyway. Thanks.
Let's see if it works.
Hopefully it will do because I think Unity's got a nice bit of fresh air there. Obviously there's a car in front of him, but by the time he gets that to it, he might be alright actually. But nice and turns that corner down. This is the one that's going to catch everybody out. It just clips the apex very nice and tidily down. Sits
the
apex, yeah. Sits the apex. Yeah. And then comes through. Opens up the ERS or the EBS or whatever you want to call it. Yes,
DFS.
DFS. Yeah. And then comes around and opens up to the Harveys and then gets quick cracked on the furniture village. Here we go. So as he comes flying through, opens up and sets a very nice tidy 21.4. There you go.
That goes pole. It's on. I'm surprised that Route 915 is not putting a better time than he has put in. I think it's better than that. He's on a lap now. He's on a lap at the moment.
He is indeed.
I know what it was.
Now,
he needs to not stop at the bus stops on the way round.
Yeah, really nice. I've got a question for you. Now, obviously, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to ask this question, so I thought we'd ask you while you're here. That obviously we were told that he was obviously not racing. Don't know why. It's not my business. But he's back in the socials. What's happened since the last conversation?
He's been allowed back into the league. For reasons discussed with the committee, which I'm not about to go into.
No, that's
where we are.
Whoa! So that's not bad. No, fair enough. I just thought I'd ask a question because I think he's a very, very good driver. He did
He's a very good
really,
driver.
really well
Absolutely.
last season in F3. Did a fantastic job in F3. Gave RSF1 Hamilton a run for his money along with Easton and along with Bresner as well. Both those two drivers, I think, looking back on it, the season last season, and to be honest, it was a very successful season, by the way. Congratulations to them.
Everybody made it what it was.
Yeah, well, I know I was great. You know, it's fine. It's not no, I'm joking. But I reckon if Easton, Brisner and Route 115 started at the same time as Hamilton, I reckon F3 would have gone to right to the wire like F4 did last season, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, first season, it was the teething season. We didn't get everything right, but we got quite a lot of it right. And the stuff we didn't get right, hopefully we've fixed ready for season 2. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Time will tell, as they say. But, yeah, it'd be nice for drivers to start at the beginning of the season and go all the way through to the end of the season. That'd be very good, but very difficult to get that in real life. You know, everybody's got a life outside the world of F1 on the Xbox, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But great show by everybody who did race for the season, whether they raced part season or full season. It was a very good season.
Yeah, it was actually. One of the prizes has gone off the track, please just move it away from McLaren. Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic season. A very good debut season. We picked up quite a number of drivers. Some of them unfortunately left, but we inherited some great drivers, some great battles, and it was I have to say, I think, you know, it was quite impressive to see.
This is what I like. Sorry to jump in, Tom. This is what I like. So Unity took pole, Dyslexic straight back out on track now. He's not going to let that rest, mate.
No, he won't, no, because these two had a really good back. This is another one. Actually, fun enough, speaking of drivers that turned up halfway through the season, this is another one, Dyslexic. Really good driver, actually. Had a good partnership with Verstappen. Had a very good partnership with him in the Williams. And he was a little bit, he wasn't too sure about himself. He needed a bit of self-confidence. And then he started talking to Ben, and obviously it was good to see him back as well, speaking of drivers coming back to the league. And they started working really well together. And actually, in fairness, Dyslexic started challenging Unity to a couple of races as well, actually, for enough.
Yeah.
It was really good.
He's going to be challenging him now for pole.
For pole, so let's have a look and see how he gets on. So, first sector, let's see if he improves in his first sector. This is going to be the banker. Let's see if he's better as he comes flying around. And yes, he is already. He's a tenth quicker in his first sector. Yeah. Straight away. That's the that's almost that's almost 2 tenths quicker. So that's clawing back some time on Unity. So straight away that puts him on 1:21.599. So straight away he needs to find a little bit more. If he can find a couple more tenths in this second sector, he might be able to have an opportunity to get pole position. So especially between these two drivers, good rivalry as well. And I hope this season these two can pick up where they left off.
He nearly lost it.
He almost did, but he's okay. He's corrected it. Let's have a look at sector 2. Did that affect his time? No, it didn't. It's 3 tenths quicker, so he's found another couple of tenths there. So straight away, he's really pushing that car to the limit, coming around this track, especially in the wet. As difficult as it is with the dry, it's even worse in the wet with the actual intermediates. And as he comes flying around, very nice and tight into apex, beautifully done. Very nice touch. As he comes flying around to him, literally, let's see what he does. Has he got it? Oh, 1:21.3. Yes. He has got it. There you go.
There you go. Now, will Unity
reply to that? Unity's on that lap. Here we go. He's working with his teammate. Here we go.
I'm sorry, you other guys, but we've got to have a look at this.
Yeah, well, Gary's about to set the lap. He's actually got a tow from his teammate, so he's literally coming around to the end of sector 2. And he's almost 2 tenths quicker in his last sector. Oh, he almost lost it there, but he managed to correct it. It's okay. He's doing very, very well, because obviously Unity's going to have enough time. But straight away, Dyslexic just turned around and gave a middle finger to Unity and went, "Come on, there, son. Let's see if you can do better." Here we go. So, Ferraris working hand in hand. Here comes Unity. So here we go. Unity looking to get pole position, using his teammate as a beautiful sort of towing machine, as he's been using quite often throughout this qualifying, isn't he? Comes round into sector 1. Let's see if he actually improves sector 1. Yes, he's a 10th quicker already in sector 1. Using the tow to absolute great affection. As Gary literally gives him the tow and he's going to move it away now. Yes, he goes. Off he goes. Moves out of the way. This gives Unity the opportunity to go flying through as he goes with his up and sees if he can actually get pole position. Dyslexic's probably sitting there looking around thinking, go on, just muck it up, muck it up, Unity. Try and muck it up. Let's see if he can actually make it there. Bear in mind, when it came around to him, let's see if Unity can actually match it. Sector 1, Sector 2. The Sector 1.
I think he did something. I think something didn't go right for him. Oh, he's 2 tenths
quicker. He's absolutely flying it in that Ferrari. Tell you what, his teammate has helped him out massively for those toes. And in fairness, they've both been working really, really well in tandem with each other. Just clips the apex, nice and tidy, not pushing it too much, just keep it at 95 miles an hour as he comes flying through, as he comes through and sets a 21-1.
Yes! Oh my God, 21-1. Nice job, Unity. Really,
on a minute. And here comes Dyslexic. Dyslexic's only a tenth slower, and he's really pushing that Renault. He's going to try and see if he can try and get this pole position from, but there's been a yellow flags. It's set to 3. And that's actually made. Oh, he's had to pull up. I think he's had to pull. Yeah, he's had to back out of it. Wow. So Unity responds in kind with that pole position of a 1:21.1. Woo. And it's only a social race.
That was getting there, mate. And it is only a social race, mate. Wow.
Anyway,
so
Mr. Kentish. Oh. Can I get an invite back since lifted? Yeah, of course you can, mate. If you're in. Let's have a look. Where are we? See if I can find you. Yeah, there he is.
Right, let's roll a quick fag.
Cool. So.
Well, that was quite an interesting quality at the end there, Tomo.
Well, funny enough, the top 4 drivers there in the 21s are all ex-F1 drivers. So,
yeah,
pretty impressive there from the drivers. But I'll tell you what, Dyslexic and Unity just picking up where they left off from last season.
That's what
very
we
impressive.
See.
Yeah, definitely.
Mate, there's a little bit of shits and giggles for Q1, Q2, but it all starts getting a little bit more back down to it in Q3, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So anyway, so 10th was RSF1 Brundle and the Williams, 122.6. You've got Jace Lee and the McLaren 9th. Dave's Route 915 and Taurus in 8th. With Lefted and Racing Point in 7th. Gary and Ferrari in 6th. With VR 4 Arctic 1 in Alfa Romeo in 5th. Mr. Pigeon Munch in 4th Red Bull. Shrimper in 3rd Toro Rosso. Dyslexic in 2nd the Renault. And of course Unity Hush in the Ferrari. So for pole position, a 1:21.1 by 2 tenths.
Very, very good.
And breathe. Now, let's see.
Oh, the sun's out.
And the sun's out. It's a beautiful day. Yes, beautiful day.
Right. Let's just wait for them to get on, get their formation lap out of the way, and then we can see how it really goes with this simulation damage effect.
Yes. Turn 1's going to be very interesting.
Well, hopefully they've all paid attention to the fact that it's simulation, and they all take it easy round turn 1.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Let me just shout out. Hold on a minute. Take it easy! There you go. No, mate. I don't know if they will listen to me. But, give it a shout.
Good evening, Easton. Thanks for joining us, mate.
How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing all right. How's it going up there in Scotland, Easton? Happy days.
Yeah, I thought Bodder was going to be racing tonight, but no, he's pulled out, obviously.
Ah,
Shame.
bother. He's probably still grounded.
I know he's sporting a new wheel.
Sporting a new wheel, is he? Okay.
He is, because I saw the state of his last wheel when it was in about 1,000 pieces.
No, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, Easton, I will not be doing Dead by Daylight this evening. Because I've got to be up early in the morning. Some of us have got to work. Anyway, it won't be long.
Anyway, mate.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll just turn up and sit there and do nothing. Yeah, as you normally do. But remember, Easton, it's not long before you have to go back to school. You know what I mean? So remember.
Right, it was Lobby Host. It was Big D.
Mr. Hill. I think it's Big D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big D and Peanut. Okay.
Yeah. He's more of a Brazil nut, bless him. I mean, under that coating of sugarness is just an absolute. Oh yeah, just peanut, just an.
That's a Smartie, isn't it?
No, that's Brazil nuts. You know the chocolate ones, the big ones.
Oh, chocolate Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah. Underneath the coating of sugarness, turns out to be a complete and utter pleb.
There we go. Right, that's it.
Right.
We're all good.
Anyway, so. Do you want to take us through the formation lap, young sir, or do you want
I'll
to do
take
it?
us through the formation lap, mate.
Okay, no problem. I'll take it. I'll leave it in your capable hands. Apparently, according to Easton, somebody's eating Lucky Charms. Oh, bother. Oh, okay. Fair enough. No problem at all.
Right.
Everybody's Lucky Charms, though.
Okay, so off we go on the old formation lap. So, in 20th, we have Junior. In 19th, Full Sense 77922. In 18th, we've got Wreck Yak. In 17th, we've got Zombie. What is that? Zombie Head. In 16th, we've got RSF1 album, as it all goes on a track already. In 15th, we've got Cosmic Cameroon. We've got 3 cars back on the track already. In 14th is Mr. T. In 13th, we've got
happens to be the 3 drivers we're looking at.
RSF1 D Hill. In 12th, it's J Locker 89. 11th, we've got RSF1 Saints. Excuse me, and your top 10. In 10th, we've got RSF1 Brundle. In 9th, we've got Jace Lee 94.
Oh,
in
actually,
8th,
yeah, right.
we've got
Brundle's
Dazed
actually in the
Rombus. 915, okay. In 7th, we've got Lefted F1. 6th is Gary 05063. In 5th, new driver VR46. In 4th, we've got Mr. Pigeon Munch. 3rd is Shrimper 84. Well done, Shrimper. 2nd, the brilliant battle between I Dyslexic and your poll today, guys. Unity Hush.
Now, just a quick thing as well. Just wanted to throw this out there at the moment. So let's have a look at here. Tyre sections. We've got the top 3: Unity, Dyslexic, and Shrimper on the hard tyres. We've got Mr. Pigeon, VR Gary, Lefty, Lefty, Jace Lee, Brundle. We've got J Locker. We've got Mr. T, Cosmic Cameron, Alban, Zombie Head, and Fulton all on medium tyres. The rest of them I mentioned, which is Route 915. We've got RSF1 Sains. We've got Mr. D, the Big D. We've also got Rack Yak and RSF1 Junior all on the hard tyres. And already, I don't know about you, I'm seeing a little bit of lagging. But I think it's because the drivers are just ghosting for the drivers. So,
that's all right. That'll be all right. Right, you take the back. I'll take the front, Tomo.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so here we go. All right. Well, anyway, so 4, 3, 2,
5
1.
lights.
Go! Now.
Oh, it's Oldham, and they're away. Who's going to get the start?
Here we go.
Unity. Oh, Shrimper's gotten into 2nd, and Dyslexic is 3rd. I think we're clean round. Junior's up 4 places already. Who never got a start? There, Brundle is
Brundle, yeah,
not
Brundle
on track,
didn't get a start
I think.
for some reason. Oh my goodness gracious me! We've already had a little bit of touch already. back end there.
Okay.
Junior's up to 20th, so we'll see what's happened now. So at the moment, it seems to be okay with simulation damage, but Zombie Head went in for an absolute unbelievable move. But tell you what, all these drivers come flying through. So far, so good. Zombie Head's really pushing.
What has happened to Dyslexic? Dyslexic must have damage.
No, but I'm just keeping an eye. Cosmic Cameron sitting in 16th. Both their house drivers are pushing each other. Let's see what happens. They're not giving each other some room. Alvin already, only in lap 1. He's got a 3-second time penalty already.
Jeez.
Unbelievable. What is going on there? So anyway, let's have a look. As they both gone flying around. Hopefully so far so good. Wow, this is just sheesh. Anyway, Jason doing really well on the extra.
Right, we need to get some times up.
Should be good
after this lap. We should be good after this one.
We will be in the moment. So let's have a look. Look. There we go. That'll do.
Right,
That's
Junior back down to 18th after he went up.
Yeah.
Up to about 16th or something. I don't know what happened.
Junior, unfortunately, he's been he's been watching this little battle go on between the two hash drivers and Zombie Head in front of him in the Alfa Romeo, but he just he hasn't got to push too hard, actually, to be honest, because in the days on the hard tyres, the other guys are on the medium, so he's got a longer stint, so he knows what he's doing, so hopefully
right,
should be
here we
okay.
go. Shrimper, and the two is the filling between the. Get your words out, Rebel. Is the filling between the two Ferraris.
Yeah, Gary up to first.
So
happy days.
It's paid off for them, mate. Their team working is very, very good. We've got Mr. Pigeon Munch down in 4th.
Oh, wow! I just saw Dyslexic almost losing now, but he's just battling for. I'll tell you why Dyslexic's moved down. This actually probably most he's actually on the hard tyre. Even though the other two are on hard tyre doing very well. Also, as well, if you haven't picked the right setup, they'll come back and bite you. The Unity's just done a 1:15.9 on the hard tyres as fast lap. So, it's 6-3. We got yellow flags. 6-3. What we got here? And we Yak. He's just spun it. He's literally just spun it in the last corner. But it looks like he's lost his front wing. He's had a bit of.
Has he?
He's okay. Yeah, he's lost his front wing, so he's got to drive round.
Now, if that's on the track, drivers are going to have to watch out for that as Gary goes for the overtake, but no, he decides not to shrimp up.
What an overtake by What an overtake. Oh my goodness, look at his foul. Oh my goodness, between Zombie and Junior. But Junior's doing really well in the background here, number 16th. He's battling with Zombie Head. What great drive from both of them. Just literally just giving each other a little bit of room, but they're both battling. Really good driving there between those two. Sorry about that.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. If there's a battle going on,
just keeping an eye on it.
Oh,
Jesus! Those two are just getting so close to each other.
Pigeon Munch as well is about to have a go at Gary. Oh, it's just dropped down a little bit. It was just 2/10 off just now.
Yeah, well, Gary's just set the fastest lap. He's done a 1:15.9. Yeah. And then Mr. C just done a 1:15.6 in the mediums as well. And already we've got, looks like,
oh my God, Pigeon Munch really had to break there.
Oh, hello.
This goes in the back of Gary.
Right, so
who's that, mate?
J-Locker and Bruno Armour 5 have gone into the actual pits already. And J-Locker's coming out on the softs. And Bruno Armour 5 is coming out on the mediums.
Right, okay.
Interesting turn of events.
Interesting play.
And Yak is sitting there. He's gone into the mediums. He's had to change his front wing, so he's actually done his pit stop as well.
Right, just remember there is rain coming later on in this race, Tomo.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
Be thinking about that as well, and remember that Parc Ferme is on.
Yeah, and Full Send has actually changed his. It looks like he had a bit of a problem as well. Full Send. He's just come out the pits. He's just gone into a brand spanking new set of medium tyres. Sorry about that. I didn't know what happened there.
Junior on Cosmic, I think. No, he's.
Oh my goodness! I just caught on the end of that. We got debris on the track, and it looks like D Hill's just had a bit of a problem already. Oh my goodness! Wow! Just caught the end of that, and
yeah,
he's lost part of his little wing, part of his rotor wing. and we got debris on the track, and that was that was down to the two hash drivers. They were really pushing each other, and they're up to 10th and 11th, but at the expense of Big D. So I didn't catch on to the part of that, but let's have a look and see where they are. They're working together as a team, these two hash drivers. I don't know if they're working together as a team, but
Junior's up into 12th already, shaking out the cobwebs.
yeah, he is actually. He just got past. He's got his zombie heads right, keeping up with him.
We've got the two Haas or the Haas, depending on whether it's Brundle saying it or everybody else in the world saying it.
Whoa! Oh, jeez!
Oh, it's gone really wide. Oh my God!
These two, I don't know what's going on with these two hash drivers, but it looks like Cosmic Cameron's doing a really nice job. But it's like Albon. I mean, his first lap, he cut 3 corners and got a 3-second time penalty already. Revs is working. This is Revs.
This is gone. Right, Jace Lee on Saints. Interesting, he's got DRS. If we go round turn 1.
Oh, Fulton's got a 3-second time penalty as well, multiple warnings, so that's interesting as well. So, whoa! Cosmic almost lost it. Literally almost lost it. Unbelievable. But look at this.
Junior picks up a second 3-second penalty.
Yeah,
but this is it. Jace Lee on Saints. He's going to get it done. Is he going to get it done?
Yes, he is. Just about.
Is he going to make it hold?
Yeah. Oh no, here comes. No, he is. He's made it hold.
Yeah, nice.
The yellow flags and nice 3 again. What's happening now? Have a quick look.
And sector 1.
What's happening there? I'm just going to quick look, see if I can try and catch up with it and see what's happening now. Don't know who it is.
So we've got a change of place between Gary and Shrimper.
Oh, actually,
now 1 and 2.
Junior's got a bit of damage. Junior's lost a front end plate.
Has he?
He has indeed. I think it might have been a little bit of a tussle between him and Zombie, maybe. Let's have a look at Zombie.
Can he hold out?
Zombie hasn't got any damage.
What's happening there?
Yeah, he's doing alright, he's okay, he's doing alright. He's not lost a lot of time to Zombie yet at the moment. He's Zombie is sort of trying to catch him up, but where is Junior now? Junior is staying out. Junior feels that it's not causing him any problems at the moment. So he seems to be doing okay. And he is actually, probably nice. He's doing very nicely. So
what's going on here? Shrimper, left it, dyslexic. Mr. T and that's the group.
Right, here we go.
Shrimper and Pigeon Munch.
Oh no! Albon's lost it, and he's spun out of sector 3. We've lost a house almost, and he's had to go off the track. So I don't know what happened there, but also Mr. D's in as well. Big D's in again. Why is he in? What's happened to him? He only just come in. He just came into the pits not long ago. So and Big D's going on. Oh, he's retired. Big D has retired.
All right. Okay.
Oh dear. Don't know what happened there. But that's not very good. And the Ferraris are doing absolutely spectacularly well on the front too. Dyslexi's got a 3-second time penalty now. So, but look at those two Ferraris working hand in unison. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Mr. Pigeon,
I'm
not that far behind.
Little battle here between Lefted F1 and Shrimper.
Yeah, I'll see that.
I think he's going to get quite enough on him to get.
Dyslexic's right in the background. I've Lefted. He's having a look. Oh, it almost made the move. But I'll tell you what, that was close. And actually, I don't know. What have we got? Lefty's right on the gearbox of that Toro Rosso, isn't he?
He is right on it, and he's going to have him down on the inside, maybe. Oh, don't go. Oh, that's a bit naughty, mate.
That is a little bit naughty, but they did touch. But,
he should give that back. If he's a sportsman, he should give that back.
No, he won't give that back. I don't think he'll do it. Let's see if he gets him back. Or we'll have a look. He might do, you're never too sure. So, Junior at the moment, sitting in 10th place after starting in 12th. Wow. Yeah, so not too bad. But, yeah, pretty good for Junior. Doing very well there in the racing point. Let's have a look at this battle between Shrimper and Dyslexic. But no, lifted has not. Oh, actually, hold on a minute. Is he backed up a little bit? He looks like he backed up a little bit, but I don't know if he's going to give the place back. He should do. I agree with you there on that one, Brett. So he should really give the place back, shouldn't he? But I don't think that's going to
I
happen.
would have done if it was me, but that's just me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, all three of them, DRS wide open. So let's have a look at that one. Just keeping an eye on what's going on in the background. Actually, saying that though, Junior has got route number 5 behind him. Oh.
Is he?
Yeah, route number 5 is right behind Junior.
Oh, nearly a second. Yeah, nearly a second behind.
Yeah. So, anyway, I just 6-2 got yellow flag to 6-2. What's happening now? Just gonna have a quick look to see if there's anything. Nothing's come up. I think there's just a little bit of.
Just might have made a move there, but earlier on.
Oh, Albon's retired. Albon has retired from the race. I don't know what happened there. I don't know where he is.
Hopefully he's retired in the pit, or has he crashed?
No, but look at route. Oh wow! Right, route number 5 and Junior had a nice little battle, but route number 5 literally closed the door on Junior. Last minute, Junior had to pull back, otherwise he would have lost his front wing. Just last second. But I'll tell you what, these two have a good battle. This is a F3 and F4 driver with Mr. T getting a 3-second time penalty. So I don't know what happened with Albon. I can't see his car anywhere on the track, so hopefully he didn't retire on the track, or if he had an incident, I'm not too sure. Look at this helicopter.
Junior lost his inside end plate, yeah.
Yeah. But he's still doing pretty well, actually. Oh, look at Cameron, he goes a little bit too deep, and he's got J Locker right in his gearbox with those soft tyres. And Steve comes J Locker looking for a little bit of squeezy action. Cosmic doing pretty well, but look at J Locker. Oh, there we go.
Who's that? He's gone wide.
I think it's McLaren.
It is
a McLaren of full send. It's full send.
Full send.
Right, here comes J Locker on this little battle with Cosmic Cameron. DRS wide open, and here we go. Just for you, Verstappen. Frontline speed. He goes flying down. I see you open up the DRS all the way down, straight past Cameron. Makes it look absolutely easy. Beautifully done. And literally doesn't give him an absolute ounce of saying, come on, give us a little shout back, because try and get back to this position. Nope. Literally turns around and says, nope, I'm not having that. Fulton's got another 3 seconds.
Who else have we got a battle one? It's starting to even out a little bit now.
We got Rakyak and VR461, but VR461's managed to get past it. Rakyak's still keeping within distance of him in the Mercedes. Well, 2 new drivers actually, fair enough. VR461 and Rakyak, 2 new drivers, so having a little bit of a battle. Not too mad. Yeah, step over, you know what I mean? And there's another driver right in the background.
Oh, who's that off? There's another. Is that full send again?
Wow.
It is.
461's just absolutely spun. Literally lost at the end of sector 2 and lost the back end and went spinning off the track and smashed his car to smithereens. That was a crash and a half. That's a shame you missed that one there, Revster.
I just come off him as well to go on the McLaren of full send again on the gravel.
Yeah, he's got a 10-second time penalty as well, fun enough, I believe or not. But you missed such an amazing crash.
No,
tell you what,
gutted.
that was awesome. That was an awesome crash. God bless you there, mate. But you know what I mean, I hope he's alright. So, anyway, Junior's just suddenly coming into the pits. He's changed his wing, I think, and he's gone out on a set of medium tyres.
Mediums.
Yeah, he has. He's changed his front wing. And now he's got... It's ding round 2 between this little battle between him and Zombie Head, because Zombie Head caught up with him in the hard tyres. So there we go. So this little to and fro between the 2 drivers could be interesting. So Junior's got another 3-second time penalty.
Oh, Junior.
It's a social race, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People just getting used to this simulation.
Dyslexic picks up.
Dyslexic. He's got another 3-second time penalty. I tell you what. I mean, Brundle off.
We'll have a look in a bit. Have a look at the penalties. See who's got what.
Yeah. Well, I can actually have a quick look at it while you having a look. So let's have a look.
Talking of Brundle, how many has he got?
Brundle's actually not driving. He's not racing. I don't know what happened to him, actually, to be honest. Well, the top 3. Okay. Unity hasn't got a warning, but Gary and Mr. Pigeon have got 2.
Oh, here we go. Zombie Head. Oh, Zombie Head on Lockhart. They just bump wheels. They don't want to be doing that too much with simulation on.
No, they don't, but here comes Zombie Head. Oh, literally, absolutely right in the gearbox. The Junior's got past him. Can Zombie Head make the move? He does, but here comes J-Locker. Nope, he does. Yep.
J-Locker's going to bring it back.
Let's have a look. Here we go.
Oh no, this could be.
No, it's all right. It's okay. It's
left him plenty of room. Left him plenty of room. Yeah.
Very good driver for both of them, actually. Fair enough. Lead driver. Oh, look at Jay. Oh, look at that. Wow, what a move there from
J-Locker.
What a move.
I said he was an aggressive driver, mate. I said he was an aggressive driver.
It was. Oh, Zombie Head almost lost it. But I'll tell you what. No, that was very good driving there from
brilliant.
Saw the move. Saw the opening.
Saw the move and went for it.
Yeah, he did, absolutely, yeah. But fair play to Zombie Head, gave enough room to him to make that decision as well. So good driving for both of them. That's what we like to see. Absolutely.
New drivers as well, that they drive fairly. That's lovely, that is.
Yeah, it's very good driving for both of them, so very well done now. This is another new driver, Cosmic Cameron. He's doing pretty well in the house, or the heart.
Yeah, who's behind him is...
Rakiak. So, two new drivers again.
So, have we got any battles?
Not
really at the moment.
Just the top two, and then you've got that battle between. Actually, Mr. Pigeon and Shrimper having a little bit of battle. And this is the third place. Both sitting on 2 warnings. Haven't got any penalties yet. But they're keeping up with the. Another time. Oh, actually, I remember. We've got yellow flag 6-1, and Lefty's retired. What happened there?
Oh. They really touched Shrimper and Pigeon Munch. They nearly touched, mate. He was close on that overtake.
Trying to see if I can find Lefty.
Job done.
I'm just having a look for Lefty. I'm just going to keep an eye on Rakiak as coming through. I know he is, but I don't know where he actually crashed out. Looks like he crashed out, so I don't know where. So let me just see if I can find him. Hopefully,
I see much debris on track.
No, there's no debris on track. No, it looks like they've just cleared the car, so he's gone. But it was definitely in sector 1, so I think it was probably around the fast turn now. And Junior is slowly but surely catching up with Rakiak, actually, enough in the medium tyres. Look, Mr. T doing pretty well.
He's a little bit off, right?
Yeah, Mr. T is slowly but surely pulling in the time to Route 915. This could be interesting between these two drivers, two well-deserved drivers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. T was F2 driver, Mr. T F2 driver, Route 915 F3 driver. I think these two will probably be racing the same tier this season. This could be a battle to watch out for between these two. This would be interesting.
Catching him.
Full
Send has left the session. Okay, yeah, he went earlier.
And Route 915 has got a time penalty as well. Look how quick Mr. T's caught him up. And he's on a hard tyres as well. So Route 915, 11 laps, but then obviously, there you go, Lefty's left the F1 session, so he's got DRS wide open, Mr. T, so I think this could be a battle we could possibly look at and think, you know what, these two could be battling this season in the same tier. Two good drivers.
Yeah.
If you remember, Mr. T started in F4.
That's right.
He was absolutely blitzing it, and then he got promoted completely all the way up to F2 because he felt that he was too fast at F3, so put him in F2, and he didn't start off very well for him, but he still had to earn his stripes. But he managed to get it pulled together and pulled out a couple of decent wins, so very good from him. So yeah, fair play to him.
Oh, definitely.
And,
he's going to have to do some fuel saving at some stage.
Yeah, he will do, but this is what Mr. T does. He literally just uses most of his fuel and then goes into a little bit of a fuel save for the rest of the race. So, and he's doing everything he possibly can to try and catch up with Data Route 915. It's got DRS wide open here. It's a nice little battle here. This is purely just for 8th place at the moment. So, yep. Route 915 doing very well though, I have to say. That's the thing with Route 915. Even though people think he looks really, really slow, even with DRS wide open, look at Mr. T, DRS wide open, still can't get past Route 915. Here we go, and they're coming to the battle. Look at this. Great battle there from Route 915.
The undercut and the undercut.
He's trying to, but he can't get past him. He's still got side by side. Here we go. Both of them, side by side, giving each other plenty of room coming around that corner. Beautiful drive, both of them. Route 915 literally, and goes for the dive, literally. Oh, what a That's great driving from both of them, giving each other plenty of room. Room on 1-5.
very good.
It's like, no, not going to let you go past it. I reckon this could be a battle we could be savouring if I ever get an opportunity to commentate. I'm not so sure if I will, but if I don't, I'll be very happy to sit here and watch battles like this. So hopefully this is something for us to savour in the future.
Yeah, right. While this battle has been going on, so we've had a bit of a change up the front. Unity is still in first, second now is Trimford. Dyslexic is third, Saints fourth. So
yeah, looks like Mr. Pigeon, Mr. Pigeon's gone in for
Gary
a
pitted.
pit. So Mr. Pigeon, yeah, both of them did.
Yeah. Which is interesting. Now, will Mr. T have a go back at Dazed?
Looks like he's trying to. He's trying to. He's got the DRS wide open and he's having a look. He's going to hopefully make the. He can't make the move stick again. He's going to try to do the undercut again.
Try it on the inside again, exactly.
Let's
like
have a look
last time.
again.
Is it
But
going
this
to
time,
work?
side by side, he's got a little bit of an advantage going into this corner. As look at Root number 5. He goes for the undercut, literally undercut his foot.
Oh.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Absolutely.
Very good driving from both of them. Again, same thing. It was like literally this. Wow. That is exactly the exact opposite, exact reverse of what happened the lap before. Root on was on the left hand side and Mr. T was on the outside. This time around, Mr. T was on the inside and Root on was on the outside. So great driving from both those drivers. And like I said, it's going to be a battle to savour.
These are going to be these two for the rest of the race now, I reckon.
I think so, yeah, I pretty much would say so. Whoa!
Oh no! And there goes Route 915.
You had to keep commentators cursed, didn't you? What's the matter here? What is he enjoying the battle? You had to say it, and then what happens? Route 915 bombs it. Unbelievable.
Lee might do well in this race.
At least we caught us. Don't start. Oh no. Unbelievable.
Oh dear.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Refunds are available in the point you're leaving. Anyway, so speaking of which, let's have a look. Here we go. We've got a nice
second lead.
We've got a nice little battle here, actually, for enough. We've got Saints with Gary with Mr. Pigeon Munch. Yeah. This is all for fourth. Please do not make a commentator's curse again. Please, I'm begging you. Right, so Saints is going to the pits.
Saints is pitted. I'm not sure if you hit the pit wall there on the way in.
No, he was alright actually. It looked like he did, but I think it was just a little bit of a lag, so that's what it was.
Oh, and who's that off?
Oh, hello.
Cosmic Cameron.
Oh, now. Ooh. Wow.
Cameron had a little slide. It went for a slide. He had a bit of a wobble.
Bit of a wobble, did he?
Mr. Wobbles was driving his car for a minute then.
Was he on the way to Wimbledon at the same time? Anyway, so Mr. Pigeon catching up with Gary. Very nice buddy. This is all for fourth place at the moment, these two drivers. Gary was F2 if I remember correctly, and obviously Mr. Pigeon F1 if memory serves me correctly. Is that right? Or was Gary? No, Gary's F3, wasn't he?
So,
Gary was F3.
Well, I don't know what's going on here. So I'm on with Mr. Zombie Head, or not Mr. Zombie Head, Zombie Head.
Yep.
Who's that in front of him?
That would be Rakiak. Well, what's the problem? At the moment, I'm watching a great battle here.
It was a red car. Both red cars are far up the front.
Oh dear, I've had a few problems. Anyway, I'm watching a great race here between of Gary and Mr. Pigeon. This is purely for fourth place at the moment.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Mr. Pigeon's got a great battle here, great into the corner. DRS wide open, or EDS. And the front line speed! As it comes flying down all the way past those medium tyres, makes it look absolutely easy. He's going to make the turn, make the overtake before the turn. Whoa! I say that. Oh. Somebody got a brown stripe in their underwear. They come flying out to that corner, I tell you what.
That was a stripy one.
That was a stripy one, you know what I mean? It wasn't just a little one, it was a proper dart staining one.
Got the job done though, Mr. Munch.
Yeah, he did. did a very good job, Mr.
He's going to be on after Dyslexic.
He will be indeed.
But
See,
what's going on here? What's going on here? That zombie head goes wide.
He does, and he's got. What is that? Hold on a minute. Who is that doing weaving on the track? It's like a shrimper. Unless my. Oh, look, was that shrimper? Yes, it was shrimper actually. He was weaving on the track there. Yeah.
I think it just went. I think he went wide. I'm not sure.
Well, he's on 20 lap old hard tyres actually.
Yeah.
So.
It should be good though.
Anyway, let's have a look at this battle here. Jason Lee doing a very good job at the moment. Oh, wow. McLaren sitting in 7th place. You've got Sainz who's catching him up. One.
He's getting right on his backside now. Into Shrimper.
He is. They're all on 20 lap hard tyres. Let's have a look. Dyslexic.
And Dyslexic has a lot more ERS than Shrimper's got.
Yeah, he is.
He's saving it. He's starting the next lap, mate. He's going to be going for it, I think.
He's actually going faster in his lap here. And faster in his lap here than he has done in the other laps. And let's see what these two guys can do. I'm looking at this little battle here between Zombie and Zombie and Junior back at it again. I'll tell you what, these two are loving each other at the moment. They're really having a good battle between the two, I have to say. And Junior, he's going to look, and he's got DRS wide open. If he makes the move, just past Zombie head. And look at Zombie, that's really deep there. Has he got DRS? He hasn't got DRS either. So Junior's got DRS moving further ahead from Zombie head there. Well, actually, I'll tell you what, Junior, fair play.
Dyslexic nearly loses it.
And I've just noticed Junior has just put on a set of soft tyres.
Yep.
So I don't know if he's going to be able to do 12 laps on those soft tyres, unless it might be long before we get, unless 15 minutes ago we get some rain and we'll have a look. But at the moment, it's
he's still
getting a bit
places up from where he started, so he's done well.
He's done a very good job there, actually, Junior. Especially with at a front end plate. I've got Rakiak ignoring the blue flags, 5-second penalty.
Dear, that won't be good.
Well,
let's get back up the front. Unity.
Cosmic has
Dyslexic.
Cosmic has lost it. I know where he's lost it. Let's have a look. We'll have a quick look and see if I can find him. Here comes J-Lock. Yeah, here goes Rakiak. Let's have a look. See if we can find him. Where is he? Let's see. Oh, he's there! He's at the pit entrance, the pit exit, just at the side of the pit exit. He lost it.
Oh, yes.
Car. Yeah. Junior just missed him as he comes flying around the corner. Okay, that's enough to be like, huh? He comes flying around the corner. Wow, that's a 5-second again. Rakiak gets another 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. That's not very good there for Rakiak. You need to start moving aside. You see the blue flags, you need to move.
Pit Shrimp are very fast in a straight line, you know.
He is actually. Shrimp's got a lot of speed there. But I'll give these guys credit where credit is due. 22 laps they've done on those hard tyres. And Junior, is that Junior behind him on the series? Yes, it is. Junior's behind him in the soft tyres, so he's just staying behind. He's trying to try and unlap himself. So I think sooner or later these two guys are probably going to go in, unless they're going to stay out as long as they can before it starts raining. Don't know.
It is clouding up, mate. Them clouds are gathering, so it's not far away.
Yeah, it is taking a little bit of
The light stops have gone down a couple.
So we'll have a quick look in a minute. Junior's having a quick look. If I was Junior, I would want to get past these two now. I really did.
Yeah, he knows.
I mean, he needs to get past these two and just get cracking on with his race and not worry about it. Go for it, Junior. You've got another chance here, mate. Go on. You've got the soft tyres, you've got fresh tyres. I'll just try and get past as quick as you possibly can, mate.
These guys are fast, though, Shrimp. It's very fast on a straight line, mate.
Yeah, so it's dyslexic. Look at that. Wow, straight away, hard tyres. They've gone flying ahead of Junior.
Oh, and who was that?
That was
on the side.
Rakiak, he's just moved out of the way of those drivers, so that's what it was. So just a little bit of just moved out of the way because I think somebody must have told him, don't ignore those blue flags, get out of the way of these drivers who are faster than you.
Funny thing, Junior was not using his ERS in the DRS zone.
I think he needs to reverse. He's got a decent 10th place at the moment.
Yeah, but he wants to
inventing
get
his
past
tyres.
these two.
Well, yeah, it's true. But at the same time, these drivers will probably soon enough come in because they're holding fire. And as you rightly said, oh, Jay Locker's retired. Where's Jay Locker lost it? Oh, mate, let's have a look. Has he lost it around here somewhere?
Sector 1. Sector 1.
Yeah, again. Same place. Look what Jay Locker is. Wow.
By the
Jay Locker's
pits.
just there. Wow, by the pits. They're losing it all the way around that corner. Absolutely losing it. Jay Locker had done 12 laps on those medium tyres. So, I thought
Air
hard tyres.
Junior's put his ERS on. I wonder if he forgot.
Might have done. But then saying that though, he's got rack all over his backside here at the moment. This is for 10th place. So we've got a new driver. So at the moment, we'll see how it goes. But those clouds are definitely coming in, but it's not coming in thick and fast as we thought it might. But so far so good.
Junior has got a lot more ERS to use than what he can defend quite easily, I think. Rakyaka's on 0 near enough.
Yeah, and he's also on yellow on his fuel as well, so he needs to manage his fuel. But
Yeah, so is Junior.
Run out of fuel, so no, Junior's okay actually. Junior's all right in the field. He's doing all right. He's not doing too bad. Whereas Rack,
it was.
He's only yellow, so he needs to sort of work on his fuel management system.
Maybe Junior's doing a bit of fuel saving or something. Then I think at the moment because he was on the yellow tank just now.
Oh, was he? All right. Here comes Rack. Wow, all the way around that corner.
He's going to go for it.
No, he's not. No, that's very good driving for him. Just sitting slightly in, just being. He got a 3-second time penalty for that, though. Obviously, that corner cut he got, and he's going to have DRS.
Did he cut it?
Well.
He hasn't used it. Has he broke his DRS?
No, he hasn't got his DRS. His DRS is available, but I think he's looked at it and thought, hold on a minute, I need to sort of do a fuel management system here because.
I'm not sure of the front two. I just saw a bit of debris come off.
Have a look. Just have a quick look here. Yes, Dyslexics floss the front end plate on the right hand side. And so has Shrimper, looks like. Yeah, Shrimper's lost his end plate as well. He's lost his left hand side end plate. And Dyslexic has lost his...
Oh, no.
Wow. Sheesh, oh my, oh sheesh. Right, they're going to have to pit now. They've got no choice. They're going to both have to pit because they've got no choice. Yellow flag, sector 3. Yellow flag, sector 3. Shrimper goes too deep.
I think that
he's got Mr. Pigeon. I think it might be, but Mr. Pigeon's right to the backside of Shrimper, and Shrimper's got a massive problem. He's got a broken end plate, and it's not helping him. They're going, well, it's looking deep. Oh my goodness, look at Ferrari and Mr. Pigeon and Gary having a quick look. Oh my goodness, here we go. Mr. Pigeon literally goes
I think he's got this easy, really. He should have.
He should have it. I think both him and Gary should get past Shrimper, and they do. There goes Gary, so Shrimper, Pigeon, and just as we look, it's starting to rain.
Is it just started?
Yeah, it's just starting. A few droplets of rain at the moment. But no, that's okay. Shrimper, Mr. Pigeon and Gary have got past Shrimper. Well, I think Shrimper is doing all he can to try and get through, but he's on 26 lap old medium tyres. Now, I think I set the record last season. Yeah, he will do because obviously these guys have actually they're faster him, so he needs to move out of the way. But she probably will do actually.
And there you go. Rakyaka's lost it.
Whoa! Junior almost loses it. Wow, his back end almost goes spinning out. So he's so obviously there's he's starting to rain. It's only small droplets in the moment, but it's enough for. Junior's got a 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane.
Oh, Junior.
Good.
Back up with the boys.
Right, anyway, so Unity is in the pits as well. I think. Unity's still out. 27 lap off. Mrs. Pigeon's out. I think I saw Shrimper in the pits. He has. He's gone on to soft tyres. Really?
He's going to do a couple. He's going to do a couple.
All right, and also Dyslexic's come out. He's on the soft tyres as well. So Dyslexic and Shrimper have both on the soft tyres.
Oh, and Mr. T. What's? Oh, he's.
Mr. T. Yeah, Mr. T is sitting in 4th place. 3-second time penalty from Gary, the first one he's had tonight, actually, to be honest. So doing a pretty good job there. With 6 laps to go, it's just spitting. It's not too bad. There's a couple of droplets now and again, but nothing major. But looking at this, and Unity's coming to the pits.
Unity's in, is he?
Yeah, Mr. Pigeon takes the lead with Gary going to second. So Unity's gone into the pits and he's going out on the intermediates. Really? That's an interesting call.
Yeah,
that's a very interesting call. He's gone out on the intermediates. Right, we're going to keep an eye. I'm going to keep an eye on Unity's times. I'll have a look and see how he gets on. So, we'll keep an eye on the rest of the drivers. That could be a good idea or maybe a bad idea. Not too sure on that one. Dyslexic sits the fastest lap on a 1:13.7 on those soft tyres, so obviously those tyres are doing pretty well. Let's keep an eye on Unity and also let's keep an eye on Mr. T. So Mr. T's on the hard tyres. He is catching up with Unity very, very quickly. He's only 3.5 seconds.
They touch.
They did, but it's okay. It's okay. It was only a touch.
It's wheel to wheel.
It's wheel to wheel. It was all right. It was okay. No punches there. I'll tell you what. Woo. Oh, Jace Lee, I tell you what, he was pushing that car right to the edge. That was very, very close. Right, so Mr. T, I don't know if Unity has made a mistake. He cost a mistake, yes. So, but he's on the intermediate tyres and he's not doing himself any favours. But in saying that though, maybe. Oh, there's a bit of debris. We've lost the front end plate from Mr. T. Mr. T's lost the front end plate.
Mr. T has gone into the back of Unity, I think.
He did go in the back of Unity.
What is going on there? What is going on there? Dear.
Well, Dyslexic, Mr. T and Jace Lee, and obviously there goes Dyslexic as well. They've gone flying past, obviously, Unity. Unity's gone out on the intermediate tyres. Now, obviously the rain is slowly but surely getting heavier, as you can see. Hopefully those intermediate tyres will come into their own. And he's not falling far behind between and as these guys are going too deep. So we'll see how it goes.
This is the battle of the Braves here to see who's going to get first on the enters between Pigeon Munch and Gary, mate.
We'll have a look. It depends on how they feel on those tyres. Because obviously, Mr. Pigeon's got 14 lap-old tyres. Ratyak is retired. Mr. Pigeon feels he's gone into the pits. Mr. Pigeon
there you go. I told you.
And Gary is staying out.
Now he's got to go like stink round here now.
Yeah, indeed. So here comes Mr. Pigeon, and he is going on to the intermediate tyres. He is actually out in inters. Yeah. And we've got also Junior out on the inters. Zombie Head out on the inters. So maybe Unity has called it just right. Might be
and how? It'll be interesting to see how Gary feels. Let's see how brave he is. I think he'll be in end of this lap.
I think so. Those two look at hold a bit. Now Shrimper's having a look at Unity in the soft tyres. Oh, sheesh. These guys are going to give me a heart attack. Dyslexic, just catching up. He's getting a bit. Is that same? Is that just, no, it's Dyslexic. In past Unity, but it's okay. It's just a brush on the tyre. It's not too bad. Everything's okay. But the rain is definitely coming down heavier now. So it's slowly coming down heavier.
The DRS hasn't been disabled yet.
It hasn't, no, it hasn't been disabled. So maybe these guys in the soft tyres.
Let's see, is Gary going to go again? Is he going to go again?
We'll have a look. Let's keep an eye on him. We've got 15 lap old tyres. So let's see if he feels it's not good enough. We'll have a look at this. Yes, he is. He's staying out. He feels that the track is not wet enough for him to come in. And Mr. Pigeon, he's having problems with those intermediates. So maybe Gary's made the right call staying out on the track on the tyres they are, because Jace Lee is slowly but surely catching up with RSF1 Saints right on his gearbox.
He's done him. He's done Jace Lee. Jace Lee's done Saints.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. James is on his Jace Lee's gearbox at the moment. So, and they're coming around with DRS wide open. So James has got DRS wide open to see how he gets on this little corner here, and they're taking it very easy. Just taking the foot off the accelerator. We've lost a number of drivers
There's a bit
around
of a
now.
twist to that corner, though. Yeah, exactly.
It is a little bit.
Twister,
So,
mate.
Zombie Head is still in the race. He's sitting in 10th with another 3-second time penalty. He's doing okay. DRS wide open for Signs as he comes through into this long corner. But I'm having a quick look at Mr. Pigeon. Let's see how he gets
to the
on
end.
here.
I think all the guys on the tyres are on now are going to the end. They're going to try it. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, Mr. Pigeon's doing a pretty good job in the intermediates at the moment. He's keeping the distance between him and the two guys that are in soft tyres. Bear in mind they've got 5 lap hold. Oh, sorry, obviously you've got JC on 15 lap hold and Science on 13 lap hold tyres. And just behind him, Science, there's Dyslexic and Shrimper. So
there's only two laps left.
There is, but I'll tell you something. Pigeon is doing a very, very consistent job on those intermediate tyres in the Red Bull. So maybe Unity came in a little bit too quick, and maybe Pigeon thought, no, do you know what? I'm gonna.
Good. They're getting a bit
out.
They touch Jace Lee.
Jace Lee's gone into the pits. Those tyres are. I don't know actually. Has he got a penalty? Has he got a puncher? I don't know if he's got a puncher. I'm not too sure. I'll have a quick look. See, it doesn't look like he's got a puncher at the moment, so it's not too bad. But Jace Lee has not helped his cause at all.
No.
And he's gone on intermediates. So Mr. T still sitting out on the he's on the actual intermediate tyres as well. Actually, fun enough. Going a bit too deep down. Junior's doing very well. The only people that are not on is Gary, who still leads the race on 17 lap hold hard tyres. He's got a 22-second lead over Mr. Pigeon, and he's doing a very good job in that Ferrari, I have to say.
We've got to start discussing driver of the day, mate. There's only 1 lap left. Right, it's been a very good race. What's the penalties? Is there anybody with no penalties?
Yeah, actually.
It's up there.
I think, let's have a look. I believe, I know, Mr. Pigeon's got a penalty. Gary, I know, he's got a penalty. Dyslexic has got, Dyslexic's got 5. Wow. Okay, let's have a look.
Race leader on his last lap.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do. Actually, I have to say, I'm going to give it to. I'm actually going to give it to Gary because he's actually done a really, really good job. He did a really good job. He started in 7th place. I mean, obviously, Junior's done an awesome job coming from bottom, from last all the way up. He's in 9th place at the moment. But Gary has done a fantastic job. He's, coming to the last lap. You can tell the track is not helping those tyres. But he's got like an over 20-second lead at the moment, so he can just sort of cruise round to the end. But I'll give him credit where credit's due for Gary. I'm going to give him driver of the day. I'm not too sure what you think about that, but
yeah, well, to be honest with you, it would have been out of him or Junior, and I don't want to be biased because obviously I'm Junior's dad, so I'm going to go with Gary as well.
Junior's done a very good job. You know what I mean? But
very good job, yeah.
I think that Gary's been very consistent around this track, and he's going to win the social race for the Ferrari. It's good to see Gary back where he belongs in the win for the Ferrari, and he does. So there he goes. Fantastic, very much. Well done. Mr. Pigeon's done a fantastic job on those intermediate tyres. He came in the right time for those intermediates, and he's going to come in and take 2nd place for Red Bull. Mr. Pigeon picking up where he left off, sitting on the podiums. And Dyslexic, again, same thing as well. I mean, picking up where he left off, finishing in 3rd for the Renault, with Unity not that far behind him in 4th. Oh, Unity takes 3rd.
Well, yeah, because of penalties, mate.
Yeah, penalty situations, yeah. Science takes 4th. And look at Dyslexic moving down the track. He's in 6th place.
Yeah, he's got a lot of penalties.
Yeah, Jace Lee sitting in 7th. Mr. T, he should bring it home for 8th. Let's see how he goes. Oh, he's got a little bit too deep there. He's gone over the track, but he's okay. Comes through, takes 8th place for the Mercedes. Junior, again, started at the back of the track and 20th and managed to finish 9th. That's a great achievement there from Junior.
Brilliant
really
result.
Good job. That's a very fantastic result there it is for the Mr. Junior as he finishes 9th. And Zombie Head finishes 10th. So congratulations there, Zombie Head actually gets, for his first race, gets a point. So well done, guys. Fantastic performance there from you guys.
Yeah, very, very good. Excellent, excellent.
Apparently Gary was on F1, you dafties. Shut up, you. Anyway, so anyway, the Ferraris, 1 and 3, so not bad for the Ferraris, with the Red Bull right in the middle. It's like as if we've never left. So as if the Formula 1 season's just started all over again. But no, fair play to Gary and Dyslexic. Gary and UC did a very good job together. Mr. Pigeon's done a fantastic job in the Red Bull. There you go. Junior had 17 seconds of penalties. Dyslexic, 15 seconds. So there you go. And Zombie had 20 seconds. So looked like, actually, hold on a minute. Unity, there you go. Unity did not get a penalty at all. Impressive. So there we go. So yeah, so top 10, we finished with Zombie Head for Rafa Romeo, RSF1 Junior Racing Point with Mr. T in the Mercedes, Jason in the McLaren in 7th, Dyslexic in the Renault in 6th, Shrimper in the Toro Rosso in 5th, with RSF1 Sainz in the I'm losing it. In the Renault in 4th. And then you've got Unity Hash and Ferrari in 3rd, Mr. Pigeon Munch and Red Bull Racing in 2nd, with Gary and Ferrari in 1st. Now, should we...
Let's go in a minute, Tomo, because, get them in. We'll have a quick chat with them. Just a quick one, guys. So, Champions Podcast will be this Sunday on the 5th at 8 p.m. We will be on Twitch, guys, so you can come in, have a listen to the champions, how they felt they won it, what worked for them, what didn't, and watch them receive their prize for winning season 1.
Exactly.
Make sure you tick your boxes, boys.
Let's see if I can get the last guy in here, wherever he is. Where is he? There it is. There we go.
Cool, all in.
Just waiting for the last person to join. Should be joining anytime soon. Hopefully you will be.
Okay.
Well, hopefully you'll join. That's when we come into it anyway, so.
Yeah. Go on then, Tom, mate. You can lead off, mate.
Alright, fair enough. Gentlemen, Gary and Mr. Pigeon, hopefully you tick your boxes. Just want to say congratulations. We'll start with Mr. Pigeon. Oh, there he is, actually. Sorry, I'll take that back. Unity, if you can just click your box. We'll start with you first. Nice finish to the race, finishing 3rd with your teammate. Working very well in qualifying now. Did you enjoy that race? Enjoy that little bit of a partnership with Gary?
Yeah, I enjoyed it, but I still got the race win. I'm good, in my opinion. I hate Jeff with a passion.
Well, you shouldn't listen to Jeff, mate. How many times have we told you about this? You know what I mean?
He said pivot into,
Jeff,
so like, okay,
Jeff does
I'll
not
pivot
know
into.
best. You know what I mean? How many times have you listened? Oh, dear. Right. But obviously, we'll come back to you in a second because the man who did listen to Jeff, who didn't do it so early and left it to the last minute, was Mr. Pigeon, and he showed you how to do it properly. Wasn't that right, Pigeon?
Almost.
But no, fair play to you, Mr. Pigeon, picking up where you actually, fun enough. Other than obviously Gary, we'll come to Gary in a second, but. You two, Unity and Mr. Pigeon, obviously having a nice little battle between each other, obviously picking up where you left off in the last season. How did you find it in the Red Bulls this evening?
It was alright, yeah. I saw it was going to rain at the end, and I didn't think they had to make it, so I thought I'd go medium, and to be honest, I didn't particularly want to pit, and the rain came very slowly. I reckon if it was 2 more laps, I would have been able to catch Gary up, but it was close. To be honest, my pace wasn't that great. When I picked the second mediums, I thought I'd be a bit faster, but I wasn't. But Oh well, it was a good race.
Yeah, it's pretty good, you know what I mean? So, but let's get to quickly to our. Actually, I'll tell you what. Before we get to our race winner, Webster, is there anything you want to ask Unity and Mr. Pigeon before we get to our race winner?
No, just to congratulate them. Well done on winning the social race. Oh, we got an echo, so I better shut up.
Yeah, Gary, congratulations there on your win. We thought that you might come in, but you decided to stay out a little bit longer, and obviously those tyres were going off at the end of that last race, last lap. Fair play to you, mate. Well done.
Yeah, the race started off good. Got up a few positions in the first lap, and managed to stay damage free. So, paddled on to the hards because you can never trust what Jeff says about the rain in this game. I've waited on the rain too many times. So
Yeah, your teammate knew best there. Your teammate should have to do it properly.
Beautiful went on. And beautiful went on to the hards, and it didn't really matter if the rain come or not. So, and whenever I seen Pigeon going on to the softs, I knew he had a bit of gain, so I was just kind of trying to stick with him. He kind of brought me along with the ERS. So,
it is. Oh, it's good driving for free.
Good job. Yeah, very good driving. We watched some good driving between all the way through the field actually during that race. So well done to everybody in the race. Well done to our 3 winners. With that, we are going to go. This has been Racing Series F1. I've been RSF1 Rebster, and I've been co-commentated with RSF1 Alonso. Have a good night, and we'll see you Sunday, hopefully.
See you later.